All right, so welcome everyone. Welcome to session 2 of our Learn Chatbot series in MMIO. So before we start, let's have a little recap what we have discussed yesterday. So yesterday, we have discussed about the messenger policy, what it is, and how we can get around it. I mean, how we can apply it in a way that it is safe for us to send messages to our subscribers. To review, messenger policy in a nutshell is simply the time limit of Facebook or in Messenger, wherein you can send messages to your subscribers. So basically, once your subscriber um, engaged with your page by sending a message, you have up to 24 hours to send a message, even if it is a promotional message to your subscriber. And after that, you are going to use message tags. We have 4 message tags: the post purchase update, event update, account update, and the human agent. For the human agent, you can send promotional content, but it should not be a Facebook does not allow us to use human agent tag on our automation. We can only use human agent tag on live chat. So by the way, you can go to live chat feature by going to MMIO, Facebook, and Instagram, and then go to live chat feature. So let me share with you the our screen. So are you seeing the screen now, guys? The MMIO screen dashboard.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming. Yeah. So again, human agent tag. So MMIO uses human agent tag only on Facebook and Instagram, and then go to live chat feature. So if you go to live chat feature by default, it is a human agent tag, meaning you can follow up 7 days to all who have messaged your page. You can send a flow only inside the live chat. So Facebook does not allow us to send sequence or scheduled messages to your subscribers if you use human agent tag. So another way you can send safely to your subscribers is by using Facebook ads. We have also discussed yesterday how you can connect how what are the tools in chatbot MMIO chatbot where you can connect your Facebook ads using JSON, using payload ID and m.me link. We have also discussed how you can connect your page, connect your account, enable your page, and then how you can build your first chatbot. So let's go to chatbot builder. So Facebook and Instagram chatbot builder, and then we are going to choose the page that we used yesterday so that we can build up on it. All right. So this is the one that we have used yesterday or one that we have created yesterday. Let me go to the date. Okay. All right. Test chatbot automation. So yeah, that is the flow that we have created yesterday. Um, let's just open up this flow. All right. So to review, we have discussed how you can create a text element, how you can edit your elements label, which is this one. You can change this anytime. Hello there. So this is useful if you want to organize your messages so that later on, when you are going to use the same flow for your automation, such as sequences, notifications, it's easier to pinpoint what specific message you're going to send on your flow. So we have also discussed this. Copy the bot payload, m.me link, and then the JSON code. And then the typing delay, we have already discussed that. And then what are the differences in buttons and in quick reply? We have also discussed how you can connect messages to one another and create a sequence of messages by connecting the next step. And also we have discussed the triggers. What are the different types of triggers such as get started trigger and the keyword trigger? Basically, the trigger element, you can connect it to any of your messages on the flow. And then we have discussed how you can add this. It This is a generic element. You can you can add an image, a title, and a description to that image. And if you want multiple cards or multiple generic cards to be connected, and then the subscriber would just swipe left and right, then you can use the carousel element. So we have also discussed how you can do this. And um, adding images, and the best practices in using a video for your chatbot. So basically, we have discussed two types of videos that you can use in your chatbot. The first is the manual upload of your video. This is limited to 50 megabytes only, and you cannot upload long videos with high quality. So by default, you should use low quality video and a small sized video. But if you want to send a video to your subscribers that are long, example, 2 hour long video, example, a large video, 2 gigabytes of video, what you can use is the Facebook media element. So basically, to do this, you need to upload your high quality video first on your Facebook page. By the way, the Facebook page must be the same Facebook page that you have used on your chatbot flow. Upload your video there, copy the video URL on your Facebook page, and then paste that video on your Facebook media, and then that's it. You would be able to send videos to your subscribers quickly and with high quality. So yeah, that's the discussion yesterday, and we have done a lot of testing, and also we have um, we have differentiated the different types of trigger, a keyword trigger to be specific. We have discussed the difference between wide type keyword trigger, the match type keyword trigger, and the strict type keyword trigger. Um, yeah. So right now we are gonna build up on what we have discussed yesterday. Let's start with a new flow. I think we need to start with a new flow here. So to create a new flow, just click create new flow button, and let's say new flow session 2. Okay, new flow session 2. Now, um, the first feature that I would like to introduce to you on our second session is the active bot persona, or the persona feature. So the persona feature is the feature wherein you can display a different avatar on your mobile phone. So by default, when you're sending a message to your subscriber in Messenger, the default persona or the default logo that they would see is your page logo, and the name would be the name of your Facebook page. You can change that actually to a different logo, to a different persona. All you have to do is assign a different active persona here. So let me read first the warning that Facebook has given us, or the information. Bot persona are only shown on Messenger app. All right, it is only shown on mobile devices. Facebook did not allow us to send or to use bot personas on your laptop um, or on your desktop dashboard browsers. So you can only, or your subscribers would only be able to see your bot persona inside their mobile phones. For it is only available on iOS and Android apps. So just download. I believe everybody who uses Messenger have a separate Messenger app, and then inside that Messenger app, or in Messenger app. Um, we can display a different persona, a different image, a different avatar when sending a message. So to create a persona, just click create new. First click the bot persona feature, which is located here. the one that I'm pointing here. Click that, and then after doing that, click here, create new, and then we are going to use a different name. Example is John Doe. So that is the persona that we are going to use. And then we can upload a persona profile picture here or persona avatar image. So for the persona avatar image, you can use your actual picture, but I highly suggest for privacy purposes, it's better to use an avatar image that represents your persona. So example, we can use um, let's go to our uh, let's choose an image here. Okay, example, we can use this image. So yeah, it is not the exact representation. It is not my profile or my actual picture, but it represents the persona that we are giving to our bot. So example, we are naming our bot Jenny, or we are naming our bot John. So it's better, or it provides better user experience once we give a better persona to our bot. All right. So each flow each flow you can assign a different bot persona. It's really up to you. You can have many bot persona on your page. Just don't make it too many that it becomes confusing to the user. So I suggest create only up to 1 to 2 persona so that it doesn't get confusing to your subscriber when they are messaging with your page. So basically the purpose of bot persona is to differentiate um, the persona that our user has been is talking with. So if we don't use persona, our subscriber would not know if they are talking to a bot or if they are talking to a human. Our subscriber wouldn't know that because we are using the same logo, we are using the same name on our chat flow, on our chat. But if we use a persona, our subscribers would know if they are now talking to an agent, or now they are talking to, or they are still talking to a bot. So I suggest that you create a persona per agent. Or example, you have a team member, and on each team member you want to have you want your team members to chat with your customers, and each team member should have a different persona so that each customer would know that they were talking, example, they were talking to Jenny, or they were talking to John, or they were talking to Mark, or they were talking to a bot. So that's the purpose of the bot persona, and it's easy to build. So let's say I want to use John D. This is my first persona, so this is a bot. So we can use the bot field here so that our subscriber would know that this is a bot. Right. So after creating your bot persona, you can assign your bot persona here. All right. So assigning a bot persona for a flow is very simple. All you have to do is just, you just choose your buyer persona on the top part of our flow. So right now, the active bot persona for this specific chatbot flow is our new bot, or our new bot persona. It's John D. So I won't be able to show you what it looks like because I'm using browser now. Um, But what I can do is, if you have a mobile phone with you, I can send the m.me link to our chat group, and then you would be able to see the bot persona. So yeah, let's say hello. First name, I am John D, and I am a bot. I will assist you with your queries or your questions. So let me save this first. And then I'm gonna give the .me link to our group chat. And what I want you to do is open your mobile phone. Open your mobile phone. If you are using your mobile phone, click your group chat or click our group chat. And then once you click the group chat, once you click the m.me link that I have just sent now, you would be able to see the active bot persona, which is John D. All right. So again, each flow, you can assign a different bot persona in each flow. It's really up to you. So the next feature that I want to show you is, okay, so we have already discussed the text, carousel, generic, Facebook media, image, GIF, video, file. File, if you want to send a file to your subscriber, all you have to do is create a file element. So this is useful if you want to send, example, a free PDF to your subscriber. So if you're familiar with email marketing, what email marketing people usually does is they give a reward to people um, who opted in to their email campaign or email sequence. That reward could be in any form or a digital information form. Example, a PDF file or a PowerPoint or an image or any digital file, digital asset that is useful for them. So you can use that as well on Messenger. So let's say I want to give a free PDF to people, but they have to subscribe to my Messenger chatbot first. And then I would have 24 hours to send a promotional message to our subscriber. So I can upload my PDF on the file element here, and then example, once they click on the button, let's say get my free PDF. Okay. Example, I have a button in here, and then once they click the get my free PDF button, um, the system will send the PDF that we have attached here. So let's say I want to upload a PDF file here or an image file. So let me choose. Okay, how about this? I want to add that PDF file. So after doing that, once the customer or once your subscriber clicks on this button, they will receive that file. All right. So that's how easy it is to send a file to your subscriber. The next feature that I want to show you is the OTN or the one-time notification feature. Okay. So how does one-time notification feature work? Let me first show you the blog that we have prepared for you. So we have a question here. Okay, so the question is, thanks for exploring the capabilities of receiving and sending data using webhooks. If this is something that can be done, opens a whole new world for possibilities integration with Public Zapier. Yes, of course. Using the HTTP element, you can actually get data and send data to whatever connection or whatever integrations that you want. As long as they have an API, you can actually communicate with them. So that's a powerful feature that you can use if you want to make your chatbot even more powerful. So we'll be able to discuss webhooks and HTTP requests later on. So let's first discuss I was discussing the OTN or the one-time notification feature. So let me, I'm just going to show you how it is done here. Okay, the one-time notification feature. All right, so this is a sample flow that uses one-time notification feature. So by the way, guys, a one-time notification feature or the OTN, basically you can send using OTN, you would be able to send a promotional message or a promotional content, whether it is a discount coupon code, an invitation to an event, or an offer for free PDF or whatever, an announcement for another prizes. So any promotional message, it is allowed, but there's a catch. The catch is you can only send one one message per notification or per token. So the workflow here is you are going to send a token approval request or one-time notification request to your subscriber. And once that subscriber approves your notification request, then the system or messenger will provide you a token. That is, the token represents the consent of the user. So you have one consent, meaning you have one token, and that one token, you can use that token in the span of 1 year. It has an expiration date of 1 year. If you did not use your consent token for 1 year, it will expire, and you would have to request another token. So basically, you can send as many requests, as many notification requests to your subscriber as you want. If the subscriber approves all your notification, then you can send. You have a lot of token to use, so that you can send a promotional content to your subscriber. So how do we request? How can we request an OTN, one-time notification request to your subscriber? So this is the basic flow. First is you will have an intro text, and then the build your OTN campaign by using the OTN element or the one-time notification element. And then lastly, you are going to send your thank you message. So to build an OTN flow, you need three elements: the intro text, OTN campaign, and your thank you message. So let's build that here. So to build, um, instead of file, I'm gonna use OTN. Um, uh, Inform me, or yeah, let's just say get OTN. All right, for testing purposes. So this will serve as our intro text, and then oops, yeah, it should be this one. Sorry about that. It should be this one. Um, Using the intro text, we can only connect the intro text on our continue message, because it should be, when you build an OTN, it should be a message chain. So to build a message chain, you should use the continue to next step socket. So yeah, so I will assist you in your questions. Um, get notified. So you are going to configure your OTN. So click your OTN, and then if you have an existing one-time notification, you can use that here. So I have already created previous notification request, but I want to show you how you can create a brand new notification request. So what you need to do is you need to complete this phrase: get notified. So when new feature is released, or example, get notified when promo period starts. And then what is my OTN name? So one-time notification name, you'd be able to remember or identify the specific notification later on once you are going to use your OTN campaign. So let's just say that this is my session, learn chatbot OTN. Okay, learn chatbot OTN. Okay, and after that, we are going to build or send a thank you message. Thank you for approving the OTN. We will inform you once the promotional promo period starts. Okay. And after that, we are going to save our flow. So let's just change the label here, OTN test or OTN welcome. One-time notification welcome. So for me, it's a best practice. It's a good practice to always include a one-time notification on your flows. You would never know when you would need that OTN or that one-time notification campaign or OTN token. So keep in mind that when using OTN, um, you should send a relevant message. So example, on my OTN campaign here, I said that this one-time notification campaign is about the promo when the promo period starts. So the message that I would send on my OTN once I send a one-time notification campaign to my subscribers later on. So example, I have 2,000 subscribers that have approved my OTN campaign or one-time notification request. So I can send a promotional message to 2,000 subscribers anytime I want, as long as it is within the span of 1 year. But but the thing that you should keep in mind is the message that you should send must be related to the OTN title um, that you have created here. So just keep that in mind. Do not send an OTN campaign or a different message, a completely different offer from versus from what the user has originally approved. All right. So basically, you are just think about it. You are just fulfilling your promise. You promise to send or to inform your users once your promo period starts. So once your promo period starts, you should inform them. You should not use that approval to send an irrelevant message. So yeah, that's a warning, guys. Don't abuse the OTN campaign, but do not neglect OTN. Always use OTN as much as possible if you have a flow. Do not forget to include an OTN message if it is applicable. You would never know when is the time that you would use your OTN. So you could make your OTN title here more generic. For example, when promo period starts, let's just say when we have a new promo. So I did not say what specific promo. So when we have a new promo. So basically, I did not specify what is the specific promo. So that means that I have a leeway. I can use that token in a lot of ways. I can just build up a new promo and then use that token because I did not specify what promo that I am going to send. So that is another use case to make your OTN a little bit freer, or you can be a more free to use or to compose a message for your specific one-time notification approval. So let's save this, and then we are going to open Messenger. We are going to test this OTN campaign. So I'm gonna click copy m.me link. So I'm gonna use another browser here. My favorite browser so far, Microsoft Edge. I think it's a little bit faster than Google Chrome. Microsoft Edge. Well, that's for me. We have our own preferences, but yeah, I really like Microsoft Edge browser. Have you guys used this? Have you already used Microsoft Edge? Okay, let me just zoom in on this one. Okay, great. All right, so this is our chatbot. So hi, Calvin. I am John D. I am a bot. I will assist you with your questions. So as you can see, the logo that appeared here and the name, yeah. So the logo that appeared here is still our page logo. We did not the bot feature or the bot persona that we have assigned previously on our chatbot flow did not take effect because I am using a laptop now. As I have said, as I have clarified earlier, the bot persona feature only works on a messenger app. It only works on mobile phone, whether it is an iPhone or iOS or an Android phone. Any Android phone it will work as long as you use the messenger app. So yeah, so I have already sent the link to you guys. You can click that link, open up your mobile phone, click that link, and then you would be able to see what it looks like, the bot persona feature. So let's see, get notified when we have a new promo. So if I click notify me, that means that um, the system will generate one token for this specific approval. And since I have one token, I can send one message anytime I want in the span of 1 year to this specific subscriber. So let's say that I have already sent my approval, or I have already collected 2,000 approvals or 2,000 tokens. How am I going to use this? Sorry about that. How am I going to use this? To use your token, all you have to do is create a chat broadcast. So go back to your Marketing Master IO dashboard, go to Facebook and Instagram, and then click chat broadcast. And then it's important to specify the same page. You must use the same page, the same Facebook page as the one that you have used to create your chatbot flow and your OTN campaign or your one-time notification campaign. Again, go back here. All right. And then choose your page. Okay, this is the page. I know it should be in chat broadcast. I'm sorry. Facebook and Instagram, and then go to chat broadcast. Choose your page. And then after that, create a new chat broadcast. So once you have created a new chat broadcast, what you would need to do next is on the use OTN token portion here, you need to specify that you are going to use an OTN token. And then you are going to specify which OTN campaign you are going to use. So example, I want to use the LearnChatbot OTN. So the LearnChatbot OTN, we already have an approval for that. So last subscribe interaction, we can already remove this. Okay, we can already remove that that filter, because OTN, once you send an OTN campaign, you are not bounded to the 24-hour policy, because you are free to send any promotional message whenever you want because you are using an OTN token. Okay, so we have 2 subscribers. So we can check actually, go back to Facebook and Instagram, and then go to chat broadcast. I want to show you where to check how many tokens and which subscribers have already approved your OTN request. So go to go to my OTNs, go on this tab. So this is located on your chat broadcast. Okay, chat broadcast, and then Facebook and Instagram, chat broadcast, my OTN tab, and then learn chatbot OTN. Okay, so if we view the OTN subscribers, we have 2 subscribers here. Oh, so as you can see, the status is it is available. Okay, so meaning these approvals or these tokens, this is the token ID, and these are the subscribers that have approved our token request. These tokens are still available, so we can still send a message to the subscribers. So yeah, so just imagine you have 3,000 or 2,000 subscribers in here, which you can send a message to. So you can now go back to Facebook and Instagram, chat broadcast, my broadcast, create a new broadcast. Sorry about that. After that, specify that you are going to use an OTN and then select your OTN campaign or the Learn Chatbot OTN, and then just remove the filter. So this is the filter rules. What this does is it protects your page by restricting um, your chat broadcast to only send within to the subscribers who have engaged with your page within the 24-hour window span. So it ensures that you would not violate the messenger policy. But since we are using the OTN here, we can remove actually this restraint. And then yeah, you can now send a chat broadcast to your subscribers. Okay, so that's how easy it is to use an OTN token. Collect an OTN token by attaching your OTN campaign on your flow. So example, you have a get started button. You can actually have a specific example, a quick reply there. Um, what you can do is you can be creative in collecting your OTNs. So if you're really serious in doing messenger marketing, you should make it into a habit. Make it a habit. Always it should be your goal to collect OTNs or one-time notification tokens. So that is your currency. That is your asset in messenger marketing. You can create as many OTN token as you want, and then you can just request those tokens to your subscribers. Request an OTN approval. Okay. So yeah, be creative. My suggestion is during the start of the flow, example on your get started portion, you can actually have a quick reply here. I sorry, we can have a button here. Let's say that I'm gonna use this. Add another text, and then I'm gonna have a quick reply here. Get awesome gift. Okay, get an awesome gift. And then after that, you can actually connect this to your OTN message. Hello, uh, to get your gift, to get your gift, please click o kaya click uh, to get your gift, click notify me button below. And then you have a notification here. So once they click the notify me button, you can send your gift here. So what you can do is um, you have a thank you message here, and then you can add a file example. You can add your file here. So with this flow, this is your welcome message. Welcome to our page. Let's say, welcome to our page, and then your first name. Then yeah, so after that you can add a trigger here. Let's say that this will become a get started flow. All right, so this is the message that I'm going to send to people who have a message in my page for the first time. And then on that flow, example, I have a lot more options here. Contact support, example, get products, and then just make sure that you have some very intriguing button in there, example, get awesome gift, and then you are going to entice them to approve your notification request so that later on you can send a chat broadcast or notification campaign to them in a safe manner. You won't have to worry about being banned. You won't have to worry about messenger policy, because once you use an OTN token, you are basically safe to message your subscribers as long as it is related, technically related or reasonably related to the OTN message that you have created here. Okay, so example, contact support, you have a message here. And then you have also a message here. And then, yeah, hello. And then hello here. Okay. So if you have this flow, then this is another best practice that um, I, I encourage you to apply. So the best practice is always have a little button on your get started flow. Always have a little button in there enticing your subscribers, or um, having your subscriber, you can gamify or gamification, or have a reward system wherein they will be rewarded if they click the notify me button. So once you have collected enough notification, then that is your asset, because you don't have to spend a single dollar on Facebook ads to send a broadcast safely. All you have to do is just send your notification token. Okay, so that's how Messenger notification works. So let's go back. I'm gonna show you another feature here. So another feature, session 2. Okay, so let's review what we have discussed. So we have already discussed the how to create a text, a carousel, generic, Facebook media, image, GIF, video, file. So HTTP, it's a little bit more advanced, but we are gonna get to that. All right. And then user input, OTN, we have already discussed this. Condition, action, triggers, time gap. All right, so the next discussion would be a very related, it would become a series of features that would become very helpful and very powerful once you master how you can use this. So we have the, the trio, okay? So I'm gonna call this the trio feature. The trio feature is the user input, condition, and actions. Okay, so these are the trio elements that I urge you to master using: actions, conditions, and user input. Because if you master this, I can say that you have upgraded your skills on chatbot marketing. You are on another level. Um, you are now on a semi advanced portion of the scale. So a more advanced usage of the chatbot marketing feature is the HTTP request. So HTTP request, you would need a little bit of um, understanding how API works, or the HTTP web works. So an HTTP request is used to get data and to send or push data to third-party integrations. Example, you want to push data to Zapier, push data to Publi, or example, you want to get data to your CRM, from your CRM, get data from your API funnel. You can use that using HTTP. So you get data and then use that data inside your flow. So that is a little bit more advanced, but it is a must-have skill if you want to upgrade your messenger marketing talent. Let's just call that weaponry. Okay, your arsenal. Okay, let's start. Before you can do this, before we can start, let's just first um, have a little testing here. I'm gonna first test the user input. So let's first test how user inputs work. So user input, this is the element that you would need. User input, where are you? Okay, so user input, this is the element that allows you to get data or to store data. So basically, treat user input as your storage. This is where you can store data from your subscriber. So example, a subscriber types or sends a certain message. and you want to store that certain message so that you can use that information later on your flow. Or maybe you can use, maybe you want to store that message or information on an Excel file or on Google Sheet. So user input is your tool for that. So let me just show you how it is done. What is your favorite pet? Okay, this is the first question. So what is your favorite pet? And then you are going to continue the next step to your user input. So you are building a message sequence. Or sorry, it's not message sequence. It is a series of message. So once again, as I have discussed yesterday, for those who have not attended yesterday, um, once you build, once you use the continue to next step button, you are in effect building a message series. So this message series is treated as one continuous message by Facebook. So the user input feature is a type of message series. So you should connect your user input to this socket, the continue to next step socket. And let's create a brand new user input. So if you have an existing custom variable, you can just use that. So by the way, a custom variable is basically a storage data, or the name of the storage. Okay, so that you can recall, or you would be able to get that data. It's easy to get which specific data you want by recalling the name of that storage. So let's create a new custom variable. So let's just say that this custom variable is favorite or fave. Let's just say session session 2. No, session 2 favorite pet. Okay. Okay, got it. So this is the name of my custom variable, session 2 favorite pet. And I want this data to be dynamic. So dynamic data, it means that the data would change depending on the user input. But if you use a fixed or predefined data, it means that the data would be coming from you. The data would come from you, and then that data is fixed. But if the data would be coming from your subscriber instead of you, then use the dynamic data type. So you can also include a Google Sheet integration, but let's just discuss that later on. For now, let's just keep things simple. So I'm not going to use a Google Sheet just yet. I'm just going to use a native variable storage. All right. So yeah, this is my custom variable, session 2 favorite pet. Okay. And after that, I'm going to ask another question here. What's your let's say why is and then use custom variable here. So to use, what I'm doing now is I am going to use the data that was given to me, or what that was typed by the user on the previous question. I'm going to use what the user has typed and put it on my flow. So to do that, you are going to use custom variable, which is here. Click custom here, and then choose the custom variable that you have created earlier. So in this case, I'm using session 2 favorite pet. I'm going to add that. So why is this one your favorite pet? Okay. So this custom variable will be replaced with the actual data that the subscriber has typed later on. So why is your favorite pet? And then the user would answer. Another user input here. And then let's create a new one. Session 2 reason. I'm gonna use this as reason why. That's my data, or that's my custom variable. So whenever the user answers the reason for why that is their favorite pet, it will be stored on the Session 2, reason why custom variable. So then send a message, I see. So the reason is, and then add the reason. So this is your reason. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so just let's keep it simple for now. Let's just use this series. You can actually add more questions here. You can build a survey. So later I'm going to show you how you can build a survey inside of Messenger using buttons, using quick replies, using user input and Google Sheet. So later I'm gonna discuss that as well. Let's just build upon. Let's just take it step by step. I'm gonna save this. And then we are going to trigger. I want to trigger this flow using a keyword. So let's just say this is my pets. Okay. I'm going to trigger this with a keyword so that I can test my flow easily. So my keyword now is pet. So now I would be able to trigger or test my flow using a keyword. So once I go back here, message type pet, then the flow should start. What is your favorite pet? Let's say my favorite pet is dog. And then the next, it would send us another message. Why is dog your favorite pet? Because it is man's best friend. Okay, because it is man's best friend. Okay, after that, it will send us another message. I see. So this is your reason, because it is man's best friend. Sounds good. All right. So that's how you use the user input and the custom variable together when building your flow. Now let's add a little more complexity here. What if I want to store this inside of Google Sheet? How am I going to do that? First, you must have a Google Sheet. So let's go to Google, and I'm gonna create a new Google Sheet, and then I'm going to integrate that Google Sheet on my chatbot. So, okay, I'm gonna open a new browser here. Okay, new browser. Where are you, my new browser? Okay, good. So Google Sheets. Sorry about that. Google Sheets. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna add new Google Sheet here. I'm gonna start with a blank Google Sheet first. Okay, and then I am going to name this Google Sheet. Let's say that the name is session 2 pet record. Okay, so this is now my Google Sheet. Now what I want to do is I want to attach, or I want to integrate this Google Sheet on my chatbot flow. So how do we do that? So to do that, let's go back to our dashboard here. And then since this is already saved, I'm gonna get I can edit this later on. And then what you need to do is go to your bot sheets. Okay, so this is located on your Facebook and Instagram, chatbot flow builder, and then bot sheets. Okay, so after that, go to bot sheets tab, and then click add import new Google Sheet. Okay, so after that, this is the system account or the system email that you would need to give an editor access. So how do we add an editor access to this email? All you have to do is just right-click this, right-click the email, go back to your Google Sheet, click share, and then add an editor access to this email. So that's how easy it is. Add this email, and then make sure that it is editor. Okay, this is editor access. And also make sure that you click on the gear and all of this is checked. This is checked and this is checked. Okay, once that is okay, we can now click send. Okay, share anyway. So after doing that, we have given editor access to the system. What needs to be done next is we are going to add, or we are going to share. So copy the sharing link. So basically, you click the copy link here on your Google Sheet, copy the link, and then go back to your chatbot flow, to your dashboard, and then enter the URL, or the sharing URL, the sharing link of your Google Sheet here. So now your Google Sheet is importing. So that's how easy it is. Okay, now so we have our Google Sheet here, session 2, pet record. So this is our Google Sheet name. We can now go back to our no, not yet. We cannot go back there yet. What we need to do is we need to attach the Google Sheet on our custom variables. Remember, we have created 2 custom variables earlier, right? So these are the custom variables that we have created earlier. This one, session 2, favorite pet, and then session 2, reason why. So when we created these custom variables earlier, we did not enable the Google Sheet integration for this one. So now, since we have a Google Sheet that is available, we can now add the Google Sheet integration for our custom variables. So basically, again, the custom variable is your storage. So by default, the storage is inside the MMIO system, all right? But you can add another storage, which is the Google Sheet storage. You can store it in both ways. It will now be stored on MMIO system and on your Google Sheet. So to do that, simply edit your session 2 custom variable, and then enable your Google Sheet here, and then choose the Google Sheet that you have recently imported. Choose the sheet name and then the column. So I'm going to use column D here, and then click OK. And then for the reason why, I'm going to enable Google Sheet, select the Google Sheet that we have recently imported. And then for this one, I'm going to choose column E. So basically, for column D, that is the name of the pet, or the name of the pet. And then column E, the reason why. So I'm going to show you later on what this would look like. So I'm going to click confirm. Okay, now it is confirmed. We can now go back to our flow. So let's trigger again pet. Trigger pet again. Okay, what is your favorite pet? Now, in this case, I'm going to use cat. Okay, why is cat your favorite pet? Because it purrs. Okay, and after that, it will send again another message. And then if all things goes well, we should see this stored on our Google Sheet. So let's go to our Google Sheet now. And no, it is not stored here. I don't know what happened, but it should be stored. All right, all right. I think I know what happened. We need to edit our flow here, okay? Edit our flow and make sure that this is already here, because the changes that we have made in there should be reflected on our flow as well. So I'm gonna save our flow again here. So after saving the flow, let's trigger again our flow. Pet, what is your favorite pet? Let's say rabbit. Wrong spelling. Okay. And then it will send us another message because it hops. Okay. All right. So If I did things correctly, we should be able to see it here. And as you can see, we have a new entry on our Google Sheet. So yeah, um, notice that the first the first column here is reserved for the PSID, or this is what we call PSID, or the subscriber ID of our subscriber. So this column is reserved for the first name of our subscriber, and column C is reserved for the last name of our subscriber. That's the reason why column A, B, and C are reserved. You won't be able to use column A, B, and C on your chatbot. If you go back to your custom variable in your chatbot, go to your chatbot here. If we go back to our custom variables, and if we edit our custom variables here, you would not be able to see A, B, C, A, B, and C on the choices. It always starts with column D, because column A, B, and C are reserved for the PSID, or the subscriber ID, the first name and the last name of our subscribers. So yeah, you can add more data here. So if we go back here, we can actually add more data on our flow. We can add more data here, but I think we need to I'm going to show you next is how you can create surveys. Okay, I think it's better to create a new flow. Sample messenger survey. Okay, sample messenger survey, and then let's build a survey here. So what is your name? No, the name is already specified. The age, the last name is already specified. What we need to ask is, hello, first name. Click button below to begin survey. Click button below to begin survey. Okay, so the button would be begin survey. Begin the survey, and then go to next step. And then for the survey, let's ask our first question. So what would be our first question? The first question would be, what is your email? So what is your email? Okay, so for this one, we are going to use quick reply. So add a quick reply, and then on the quick reply, we have an option there wherein you would be able to automatically collect an email or a phone number from your subscriber, as long as they have provided that information as public. It should be public on their profile. If they have, if their profile privacy settings is hidden, then you won't be able to retrieve. Facebook will not be able to give the email and the phone number of your subscriber if their settings is set to private. But if their email and phone number is set to public, then you would be able to collect that. All right. Okay. Email. And then you are going to use user input here. So again, we have um, a quick reply, and then we are going to store the email of our subscriber to a user input. So as I've told you earlier, our user input is a storage. So I'm going to create a new one. Let's just say that session 2 email. So this is the email field, dynamic. This time I'm going to enable the Google Sheet, and then after enabling the Google Sheet, okay, select the Google Sheet session 2 pet record. That's the Google Sheet that we have recently imported. Sheet 1, and then I'm gonna choose D. What is your email? Next question is, what is your phone number? What is your phone number? And then I'm gonna use quick reply here. Phone and then use user input, and then create new session 2 phone, and then enable the Google Sheet. Select the Google Sheet that we have recently imported, sheet number 1, and be careful. You should not use the same row or the same column that you have recently used, because then it would override. It would override the value that the subscriber has inputted. Just make sure that the column that you have used here is different from the column that you have used here. And after that, let's just say, what is your favorite pet? Okay, and after that, we are not going to use buttons. We are not going to use quick reply. So since this is an open-ended question, we are gonna use message series, a series of message. So continue to next step, use user input, and then the custom variable that we have recently used. I think the custom variable here is set to column D. That would be a problem because it would override the column D that we have set for the email. What should I do here? I think we need to edit that. I can edit that later on. I'm just gonna use, in order for us to be faster, I can use pet here, and then pet record sheet, and then D, E, F. Okay, I'm gonna use F here, column F, and then Y. Okay, and then this is also an open-ended question, so I'm gonna use a series of message. Continue to next step. For this one, I'm gonna build another session 2 Y, enable the Google Sheet session 2, and then D, E, F, G. So let's use G here. Okay, and then the last message is thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I think I need to show you another way here, because I have already shown you how this works. This one, I've already shown you how this works. But yeah, since I have already built it, I'm gonna save this, and then after that, let's go back here, and then what I'm gonna show you is how you can use buttons to create a survey. Yeah, let's go back here and trigger our flow again. Use pet. What is your favorite pet? Did I save this correctly? Yeah, so this is a different flow. I'm sorry. We should use a different trigger here. We should use a different trigger here. Keyword, pet2. So this is my brand new flow. Pet2, that is the keyword to trigger this new flow. So go back here. Oh, pet2, it will not trigger the flow because this is an answer to the previous question. Okay, let's just finish this. Let's just finish this flow. It will even if it is a keyword, it will not trigger because you are still on the series of message. So since the flow is already complete, we can already use this pet2. What is your favorite pet? Oh, yes, I did not. So this is, since we are using the previous keyword that we have used is a wide type keyword. Remember the wide type keyword. The pet is, this one is a wide type keyword. Wide type means it will match a keyword no matter if it is, even if it is just a part of the sentence. So since this is the first keyword, it is the first keyword created versus the pet2 keyword. That's why it was prioritized by the system. So what we need to do is we can either edit the pet keyword and make it into another keyword type. Example, I'm gonna use strict type keyword or match type keyword. But for us to be faster, I think it would be better to just use a new keyword instead. So let's just say flow 2. Okay, for us to be faster, this is a faster way than just exiting and editing that flow, editing the keyword. So again, since we have engaged with the series, we need to complete this one because the system will not trigger the keywords because we are still on the survey. Why is Bat? Because of Batman. Because of Batman. Okay. Okay. Now let's trigger our new flow, flow 2. Okay. Hi. Hello, Calvin. Click button below to begin the survey. Now I'm going to click begin survey. We should be able to see here. All right. What is your email? As you can see, we have an email here that is automatically generated by Facebook. So this email is the login email or the email that is used by this user to log in on their Facebook. So basically, you can add more than one email on your Facebook account. You can add multiple emails, but this one, this is the most recent email that is usable for this Facebook account. That's why Facebook has generated that public email from the user. So if I am the user, what I can do is I can either click this. After clicking that, then it will be stored on our Google Sheet, and then it would trigger another. What is your phone number? So as you can see in this one, there is no phone number here because on this Facebook profile, this specific Facebook profile did not register a phone number. All right. So remember that it is optional for users, for us Facebook users, to store or not to store our phone numbers on Facebook. If your subscriber did not store their phone number on Facebook, then you would not be able to get that. So I'm going to show you the workaround later on. For now, let's just type our number here. This is the phone number. Let's just type whatever phone number is in here. Just type away. Okay, what is your favorite pet? Okay, let's just say bird. Okay, after that, our last question, why? Tweet, tweet. After that, the thank you message. Thank you. All right, so let's go back to our yeah, let's go back to our Google Sheet. As you can see here, the field has completely changed. So this is the ID, name, last name. This is the email address. The email address. This is the phone number. This is the answer to the first question, and then the answer to the second question. Okay, so now let's make our flow a little bit more complex. Okay. So instead of open-ended question, what you can do is we can actually use buttons to to um, so that the subscriber wouldn't have to type. Okay. So example, what is your favorite pet? Let's apply example. This is a real estate campaign. So what type of house is your ideal? Okay. And then after that, what type of house is your ideal? So let's just say flat. Okay, that's the first choice. The second choice would be, okay, I don't know if that's the correct spelling, but let's just say that that's it. Okay. Example, we have our choices here. Remember, for quick replies, for this one, you can add up to 11 choices. So this is good for surveys. Add more options in here if it is applicable. But for now, for us to be so that we can save time, let's just use 3 choices for this one. Okay. And after that, we are going to save each of these messages. So how are we going to do that? So what we can do is add our user input. Okay, user input and then user input. Well, I think it is much better to, yeah, I think it is much better to use a it is much better to use, I think, yeah, user input is needed, sorry. User input and then another user input here. Let's just configure this user input first. Session 2 house type. Okay, enable the Google sheet number 2. So this is the email. Let D, column D is the email, column is the phone number. Then let's override F. We are going to use F as the house type. So we can clone this one and clone this one. Okay. And then add a text here. Okay. So this is another way to do it. Okay. Next is another way to do this. This is the first way to do this. Another way to do this, if you don't want to add a lot of user input, there is an option actually here on the actions element here. On the actions element, if you use action element, there is an option here where we can modify our custom variable. So modify the custom variable, add this to our action, and then set from quick reply. Okay, use set from quick reply here. Use from set quick reply or button, and then we can remove this. I think this is a much cleaner way to do this. And then button here, button there, and button there, and then add your action here. All right, I think that's cleaner. Okay, so after that, what is your budget? Budget. Okay, so example, what is your budget? And then let's just say another quick reply. $100,000 to, okay, 100 to $200,000. This is the first option. The second option is 200,000 to $500,000. Okay, the third option is $500,000 and up. Okay, and after that, let's point all of this quick reply on our next message. And then I'm gonna duplicate this action flow, add it in here, and then let's modify. Oh, I have not created a custom variable for this. So let me create a custom variable first. Okay, session 2 budget, session 2 budget, and session 2 pet record Google Sheet. Column D is email. Column E is phone number. Column F is the house type, right? This is the house type. So I am gonna use G, right? If I remember correctly. Did I get it right? Sorry, my memory is not that good anymore. Yeah, this is
correct.
this is D, E, A, B, C, D, E, F. F, we should choose F first. This is D, E, F, G. Correct. This is, yeah, I guess I got it right. Yeah, I guess I got it right. So budget, modify, and then I'm gonna use budget, set from quick reply. All right. So this is for session 2 house type, and this is for session 2 budget. And then for the thank you message, okay, got it. And then I'm gonna send another flow here. These are your data or input. So email, let's use a custom variable here, session 2 email. Okay, so this is the email. Phone, session 2 phone. Okay, house type. The type of house is session 2 house type. And then budget, session 2 budget. Okay, so basically we are reviewing, or we want the user to see if these are all correct. And then I'm gonna ask a question here. Are these correct? And then after that, I'm gonna add a button here. No. Okay. And then at the button here, yes. So are these correct? No and yes. So if this is no, let's just have a little apology. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Please try again. And then let's redirect this to the first flow, or to the first question. Okay, so if they click no, uh, we are going to say a little sorry, and then start the question all over again back to the top. And then if they say yes, then we are going to add a GIF here, celebrate. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use this. Okay, confirm change, and then add a little text here, hooray. And then add a little emoji, party emoji. Okay, celebrate. Where is that? Party. So yeah, I'm a little I don't want to spend more time finding an emoji. Let's just save this for now. Okay, I'm gonna save, and then yeah, let's try our flow. So review. This is how you can create a survey. First is let the user know that they are in the survey, and then start your survey. First question, add a Google Sheet. Reserve a column for that. That is column D for the email. We use the quick reply email. And then for the column E, this is column E. We reserve this for the phone number. And then for this one, we used instead of an open-ended question, we have choices here. We have set 3 choices for a user, and then all of those choices would move our user to the next question, and we have an action here that saves the response of the user to our custom variable, which is session 2. And then let's just save this one. And then for the last one, we have another question here. And then our choices is also 3 choices. It's about budget. And then we are going to save the user input on our custom variable session 2 budget custom variable. And then we are going to review what the user has inputted, or the data that the user provided, and then add ask the user or confirm if the details are correct or no. Okay, go back here and configure or trigger the flow 2. All right, let's begin the survey. The survey, what is your email? I'm going to provide my email. So even if they did not click their email, even if they type their email, it will still be saved on your custom variable and on your Google Sheet. What is your phone number? So this is my phone number. Okay. And after that, but what type of a house is your ideal? I'm going to say flat. And then next question, budget. What is the budget? I'm going to say this one. Okay, and after that, the review of the details. Got it. And then your email is this one. This is your phone number. The type is flat. The budget is this one. Are these correct? If I say no, then it will trigger the sorry message. Sorry about that. Please try again. What is your email? And then, yeah, get over. The flow will restart again. What is your phone number? And then after that, what type? I'm going to say this one. And then next question would be the budget. What is the budget? And then after that, I'm going to choose this one. And then it would confirm what are the results of our survey. Got it. And then the details. This is the email, correct? The new phone number, correct? This is the new type, and this is the new budget. So I'm going to say, yes, this is correct. And then it should send us the GIF and the thank you message. Right? So that's how easy it is to create a survey. Hooray. So let's go back to our Google Sheet. If all things worked well, we should be able to see the details here. And as you can see, yeah, the details are all correct. Boom. This is the PSID or the ID of the subscriber. First name, last name, the email, the phone number, the type of the house type, and then the budget. So these are all we simply use the quick reply, and then I have already shown you how you can build this using our chatbot. Okay, let me go back to our flow. Yeah, where is my flow? Okay, I'm going to share the screen again. So we have a very interesting question here. So the question from Clarence. So say if a user did not finish the whole process, would the system just record whatever they replied previously? Yeah. So the system will record on the spot if the user uh, uh, clicks a choice or types inputs a data, it will be saved per question. So what you can actually do is you can follow up with the user. Example, they did not answer two of your questions. They did answer two of your questions. What you can do is you can build a flow that allows users to get back to that flow. So example, you can use messenger sequence. Okay, you can send a scheduled message later on, and then use a condition. So let's say that I'm gonna build a new flow. Next topic, the next feature that I'm gonna show you is the conditions. The conditions element, the condition element. So let's go back here. Okay, let's create a new flow, session 2, condition element. So by the way, guys, do you have any questions so far? The flow. Oh yeah. So I have received a question here. Here's the flow. Guys, I'm gonna show you how you can share a flow really easily. Go back to your flow. What you can do is click share. So this is the share a flow link. So this is the share a flow link. I'm gonna click share, and then this is the flow sharing link. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to share it with all of you guys. Boom. Okay, check your chat, check the group chat, and then click the link that I have shared with you so that you can view how the flow was created as well. Okay, click the chat. I click the link that I have shown you or I have shared with you on the chat. You can replicate the flow if you want. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so and any questions so far before we go to the conditions? Um, did you were you able to catch were you able to catch the how we built the flow or the flow process or the process how to build a survey using chatbot? No questions so far. Do you have any question about that or any portion of that discussion where you find it difficult or you need more clarification? Hello,
Hey,
should we proceed?
no, you good. Can you send the one that you just got done with, the other one,
The other one.
with the survey?
Okay, the survey. Sample messenger survey. Okay, so I think did I share the wrong bot? Did I share the wrong flow?
Yeah, you
Let
did the one with the pet.
Oh, the one with the pet. Oh no, my bad. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna share another one. I think this. Yeah, I guess I got the wrong flow. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna share the link now. Okay, hope I got this right this time. Okay, let me double check. Yeah, this is the correct flow now. All right, let's proceed. Let's proceed now to our condition. Okay, so our topic now is conditions. How we can use conditions on our flow to personalize a certain message to our subscriber. Example: a subscriber have an option for this. They wanted or example on our flow, we have a subscriber with low budget and we have a subscriber with high budget. How are we going to send a message that is relevant to the choices that we have made on our flow? So that is where conditions come in because we can send a personalized message depending on the choices of our subscriber. So the more data that we have from our subscriber, the more we would be able to build our flow that best fits the 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 persona that that we got from our subscribers. So let's just say, hello, hello. Um, I'm going to give you a more helpful. Uh, let's say I'm gonna give you a house that best fits your budget. Yeah. Hello, username. I'm going to give you a house that best fits your budget. And after that, use a condition here. Okay, we are going to use a condition. Okay, let's just first use any of the conditions, and then we are going to use a custom variable here. And then for the custom variable, let's choose the budget custom variable, add to the condition. So session 2 budget contains what? So if we go back to our choices, okay, if we go back to our choices, this is our flow. We have provided choices here: 100K to 200K, 200K to 500K, and then 500K and up. So let's just say if the budget contains 100, it means that they are low budget, right? So if this is true, okay, low budget, okay, and then let's add another condition here. So you can nest your condition. So if it is, if the budget, or if the custom variable contains 100, send low budget. But if it is not 100, we are going to filter more the data here. If it is not 100, budget, let's modify the, let's add the, let's use the session 2 custom variable, session 2 budget custom variable. So if it contains 200, if it contains 200, we are going to send middle budget. And lastly, since we have only 3 choices, then by default, the last one here is high budget. Okay, so that's how you use conditions. So if you have more than 3, then you can add another filter here. So you can add more filter. Let's just say I'm gonna add another filter here, condition. Add another one. Oh no, we are not going to use tags. We are going to use session 2 budget custom variable contains 500. Ah no, and up, because the 500, I think the 500 keyword here is used by our second session as well, or that's the second choice. So we are not going to use that. Yeah, 500 is on the second choice. So if we use 500, it will trigger on the second option as well. So let's use up, up. Okay, I'm gonna use up. If it contains up, this is high budget, big budget. And then for the message, meaning, sorry, we don't have a house that fits your budget. Okay. Sorry, we don't have a house that fits your budget. And then we are going to just go back here. We are going to go back to the top of our flow. Oh no, I think this is bad. We should not do this because it will create an infinite loop. We should first create a quick reply here. Go back. Go back, and then go back there. And then go back. Go back. And then go back in here as well. And then go back. And then we are going to do the same quick reply here. Okay, great. We are now going to test our condition element. So basically, just to give you a better explanation, so we have a welcome message here, and then for the next message, we are going to filter out, or we are going to have a condition Um, we are going to send our second message conditionally depending on the answer of the previous user. So session 2 contains budget. Okay. Yeah, we are going to save this. We should save this and then we are going to test our flow. I forgot to add a keyword because I like to use keyword as a trigger because it is easy. It's easier to trigger our flow or to test our flow using keywords. So flow 3, that is my keyword. Okay, flow 3. So I accidentally rearranged my flow here. Okay. Okay, flow, and then flow. Let's go back to Messenger and then let's trigger our keyword flow 3. Hello, Calvin. I'm going to give you a house that best fits your budget. So as you can see, the system sent us middle budget. Why? Why did the system give us middle budget? Because during the first survey, I have answered 200 to 500K. So let's, if you can recall, here, yeah, all right. So if you can recall on the previous survey, this is the budget that I have entered. So this is the middle budget that we set on the flow. So that's why the message that that the system has given us is middle budget. Okay. So what you can do is instead of sending middle budget, you can actually add you can actually use a carousel here, and then you can display houses or middle budget houses here. Middle budget houses in there that best fits the price point that the user has indicated on the survey. So that's another use case. So you can basically add 3 carousels here. Carousel, a group of houses for high budget, a group of houses inside a carousel for the middle, and a group of houses on your carousel for your low budget house. So that's a use case that you can do using conditions. Yeah. So let's add another survey here. Let's trigger another survey. Flow 2. Flow 2. So let's trigger flow 2, and this time we are going to change our input. We are going to change our input. What is your email? I'm going to give my email. And then what is your phone number? I'm going to give my phone number. And then for the okay, let me check my phone first. Okay. So all right, everything is working well. I'm going to use this. And then for the budget, let's change the budget to 500K and up. That would become my budget. And then got it. And then the summary of the flow. Okay, great. So this is correct. I'm gonna click yes. And yeah, so the survey ends there. Okay, and then we are going to test another flow. This flow that we have created with conditions. So since this is a separate flow, we can actually use this to trigger to send a message, a separate message to our subscriber. Maybe 3 hours later, or maybe 4 hours later, or 8 hours later, as long as it is within the 24-hour window. Remember the messenger policy? You can only send messages to your subscriber within the span of 24-hour window. So we can actually add a what we call this, a messenger sequence, wherein we can delay the sending of message in a specific hour, or we can send a specific delay, example 3 hour delay, 5 hour delay before we send this specific message, our second message, or our follow-up message. So let's say that we are now going to trigger our follow-up message, which is flow 3, and it will give our users the budget house that fits their budget. So as you can see, the budget now is changed, big budget. So as I have said earlier, instead of sending a big budget um, uh, um, text message, you can actually send a carousel or a group of images that reflects the budget that the user has, that is preferred by the user. So you can send carousel here instead. Okay. Now, since I have shown you how you can create a condition, I'm going to show you how we can send that condition later on. So I'm first going to show you or share with you this one so that you can review as well how this is built. I'm going to copy the sharing link, the flow sharing link, and I want you to click on that link and then study how this flow was created. Flow with conditions. Okay, so that is the link, everyone. I have already sent the flow with conditions link on the chat, on our chat group chat. You can click that and then you can study, or you can check how it was created. You can study that one. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can create a sequence of message. Okay, our next topic is creating a message sequence. So this will become our last topic for tonight. Tomorrow we will have more in-depth discussion about chatbot flow. Before we end, I'm going to show you how you can send a messenger sequence and how you can add a messenger sequence on your flow. So let's create a messenger sequence. Go to Facebook and Instagram, and then go to chat sequence. Okay, so this is our chat sequence. Go to chat sequence, and after doing that, we are going to create a new messenger sequence. Okay, click create new. All right, so this is how you can create a messenger sequence. So in my case, I am going to send only one message. Sorry about that. Only one message. You can basically create, or you can basically send a chain of messages to your subscriber. Just configure the interval between each message. So let's just say that survey follow up with conditions. So this is my sequence one. So I'm going to send this example. I'm going to send this after 1 hour. So this is the timing. After the subscriber have interacted with the flow, I'm gonna send this sequence after 1 hour, and then I'm gonna configure what flow am I going to send. So select session 2 condition element, and then select your text here, and then I am not going to use a message tag. So because my use case does not fit the message tags that are available in Facebook, so I'm not going to use a message tag. Anyway, I am sending this within the 24-hour window, so it is very, very safe to send this message. Okay, so I don't have to use a tag. Okay, you can add a message here. You can add another message after, let's say, after 2 hours. Okay, let's just say after 2 hours. After 2 hours, you're gonna send a message number 2, and you can add another message here. But in my case, I'm not gonna add another message, so I'm gonna delete that. I'm only gonna use, or I'm only going to send a single message using the sequence. Go to next step, add the name, and then click save chat sequence. So after saving my chat sequence, what I'm gonna do is I am going to edit my flow again. The first flow, the survey flow. I'm gonna edit that. Save again. Go back to our flow. Facebook and Instagram, chatbot flow builder. Go there, and then I'm gonna go back to my sample messenger survey. And on the sample messenger survey, um, I will send the or for all those subscribers who have completed the survey, okay, this one. So this is the end of my survey, right? This is the end of my flow. Every everyone who have completed my survey, I am going to send a follow-up message using the sequence that I have recently created. So to do that, you are going to add an action element. So right click, create an action element, and then you can attach your action element actually here. And then messenger sequence, and then add the subscriber to the messenger sequence that we have created, which is this one, survey follow-up with conditions. Okay, this is a valid flow. I can now save this. Another way to create or to add a condition is to do this. This is also valid. This is also okay. Okay, so again, this is only applicable for action, guys. This is only applicable for action element. Okay, so this is an action element. Um, for action element, you can actually do either this. Okay, you can do that. The action element will be applied to the output. It will be applied here. Or you can do this. It's the same thing, guys. It is the same thing. Okay. All right. That's the same. I'm gonna save this. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how you can add your subscriber to the sequence. So I am going to test this. Let's test our flow one more time, and then I'm gonna show you how you can review if indeed your subscriber has been scheduled to send, has been included on your chat sequence. So let's trigger flow 2. So this is our survey flow. Let's trigger our survey flow, and then we are going to complete our flow. So I'm going to begin the survey. Add the email, as usual, add the phone number next. Add the phone number. And after that, select what type of house. Okay, after that, the budget of the house. This time I'm gonna use low budget, 100K to 200K. And after that, the review of our flow. And then we are going to confirm this. We're gonna say yes. So because we have said yes, it means that our user now, our Facebook user, will be included on our sequence. So that's what it would do. All right, so if all things went well, the user should now be included on our sequence. And 3 hours from now, did I get that right? No, I think 1 hour. 1 hour from now, the message with conditions will be sent to our specific subscriber. So how do we know? How do we confirm that the subscriber is indeed included on our messenger sequence? So it's easy to do that. You can just view your chat sequence report. So go back to your MMIO dashboard, and then go to Facebook and Instagram. Go to chat sequences. Go to chat sequences, and after that, click the report. Oh, I have created two conditions here. Two chat sequences. Okay, so this is the report. Okay, so this is the button that you are going to click in order for you to check if the subscriber has been included on the sequence. So click this button, and as you can see, we have a message here. So don't worry if you have two messages here. Only one message will be sent because MMIO have a system wherein we prevent double sending of messages. We prevent that. We have a built-in protection to prevent double sending of messages. So it's okay. Don't worry about that. So it means that our subscriber is now in our chat sequence. So that's how you can confirm that your subscriber is indeed included on your chat sequence. So 1 hour from now, it is scheduled. Flow with condition will be sent to that subscriber. And then since that specific subscriber have completed our flow, we have the data to actually give what specific what we call this, what specific budget or type of budget of house that we are going to show to that subscriber. All right. So that marked the end of our lesson. So I'm going to take questions now. Do you have any questions so far? Hello, everyone. Our was the discussion clear enough? Hello.
On the it was good, Colin, but on the um, uh, what can I say? On the conditions,
Yeah.
hopefully tomorrow, if we can do like even a very simple, create the like the survey, like the last things that what you did, the last two things that what you did, and we could build like a simple, a simple flow. Um, I got it and I see it, but I'm trying to like to piece it together in instances on how to,
Sure. Sure.
case uses. Yes. So like build this flow, and then in this case, use the condition to make this everything that what you did, it is there because we had so many different flows, but I get it. And I know if I go back and continue to look at it over and over again, I'll get it. But hopefully while we got you here right now, while you just said maybe tomorrow you
Sure.
could, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
thank you.
Sure. Yeah. So creating a condition would really matter depending on the data that you have on your subscriber. So for the conditions,
Okay.
we have a lot of options. We On our condition, we only used the custom variable type, but you can actually add more. You can actually filter more. Uh, you can actually have more filters for your subscriber. Let's explore the what the conditions, what filters are available for our condition. So if you go back here on the conditions, go to the choices, we have a tag. So we can filter our subscribers. We can send a message conditionally based on what tag are applied to our subscriber. So example, if the subscriber have a buyer tag, then we can send an upsell. If the subscriber did not have a buyer tag, then we can send a coupon so that they are enticed to buy from our store. So um, last interaction time. So example, I want to send a message to our subscriber, but I want to make sure that I am only sending to the subscriber who interacted with my page within the span of 24 hours, just to be safe with messenger policy. So I can condition that I can create a condition with the last interaction time, and then just make sure that when you do this, uh, you can add within or outside the 24-hour rule. um, and then gender, you can actually send a message, specific message, depending on the gender of the subscriber. So for the name example, if a subscriber contains a specific keyword on the name, then you can send a specific message to the subscriber. And then for the variable, I have already shown you how you can add variables here. How you can send a condition depending on the variable or the data that have been that the user has provided on our custom variables. So session condition one, if the data contains 100, meaning that is the first the lower budget, because that this 100 we got this from our flow, which is here. If we go back to our flow here, yeah, so we got that here on our questions. We are the one who built this. So since this flow, this message contains 100, yeah, so that's where it came from. Okay, so I will be able to discuss more tomorrow, right? So by the way, guys, what do you want me to discuss tomorrow? So thank you, John, for your suggestion. Yes, I'm gonna build a really simple flow tomorrow, just to uh, just to make things very clear. And what else? What else do you want me to discuss tomorrow? Because in my
Just a,
mind, yeah, sure. So go
sorry,
ahead.
you go ahead first.
Yeah, in my mind, I want to discuss tomorrow about HTTP, how we can build a how we can create, how we can get data, submit data using HTTP request. Example, you want to integrate with Zapier. Example, you want to integrate with Public Connect or with Integromat. You can push data, or and then you can actually get data from your CRM, example WordPress, using HTTP. So that's what I plan to discuss tomorrow. So what else? What else do you want me to discuss tomorrow?
You're just curiously asking, are we going to go through the ones for Instagram or is it very similar?
Actually, it is very similar because Instagram, the way Instagram bot was built, it is modeled it is modeled in Messenger. So the only difference is there are no message tags. You cannot use message tags in Instagram, and there are no bot persona. There is no bot persona, and then quick replies. You are limited with quick replies and the buttons, but anything else is the same. So for the Instagram, there is no get started, but there is still a keyword trigger. But there's still conditions there. The way we built the survey, it would be most likely similar to Instagram. It's basically almost the same with very few limitations. Okay. So once we master how to use the messenger marketing or the messenger chatbot, then Instagram chatbot would be easy peasy. It is it is like elementary. So once we have finished college, we got our degree, then the elementary things would be very basic for us. So once we master the messenger bot, Instagram will be very basic. How do you integrate with the e-commerce store? That is a very good question. So actually, it's very easy to do that. What you can do is just create a button. So example, you have a text here. You have a text here. You can add a button here, and then example, buy now. And then for the button type, just search for e-commerce URLs, e-commerce URLs, e-commerce URLs, and after that, select your e-commerce store or the link of your products. Actually, we have not created an e-commerce store for this specific one yet, but let me get the specific store. Let me get the another page that used messenger. I mean another page that is connected to my e-commerce. So let me review first. Which page was that? World Best Tools PH. So I'm gonna use this page. This is connected to my this e-commerce store. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to activate this page, World Best Tools PH. go to Chatbot and then World Best Tools page. Okay, this one. I'm gonna activate this. And then since this is the page that is connected to my e-commerce store, I'm gonna call this e-commerce connection. So it's really easy to connect your chatbot. Example, you have a text here. Okay, buy from my store. And then add a button here, buy now button, um, search for e-commerce URLs, and then select the products that you want to include here. So as you can see, if you want to redirect the user to your main store, okay, use this. If you want to redirect your users or your customers to your categories, to your product categories, then use the category here. Or if you want to redirect them to your product, then use the product URLs here. So example, I'm gonna use this one, Google T-shirt. Click that, confirm changes, and boom, there you have your connection. Okay, so was that clear? Okay, got it. So yeah, what else do you what else do you want to learn so that I will prioritize that tomorrow. I will prioritize discussing what you want to learn tomorrow. Hello
You can
guys.
also do go over some of the things on uh, the uh, the growth thing, like icebreakers.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I forgot to discuss that one.
yeah,
Yeah,
icebreakers
I'm gonna
and
take note of that. I'm gonna make sure that we are going to discuss that tomorrow. Growth
okay.
tools, the entry points, which is the keywords, FAQs. Yeah, there's a lot of features here that um, this one, yeah, the persistent menu, welcome message, icebreakers, get started, keywords, chatbot defaults. I am going to discuss this tomorrow. So we have a lot to discuss tomorrow. I think I'm gonna um, have a faster pacing tomorrow. I will do a more generalized approach so that we can discuss all of that feature in one session. Any more topics that you want me to clarify or discuss? Okay. By the way, guys, as a closing remark, just to get you excited, I want you to notice one thing. Have you noticed this? Notice what's on the menu. What did you see in the menu? Hello? Are you still there?
Yeah, we are here.
So did you see
We
the one that I was pointing to?
it's not rolled. I don't see it in my account as of yet.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I am the admin. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
I only I only have the access, so I have not rolled out it to all users yet. So only I have the access for this one. So I'm just gonna give you a quick preview. So once you have also mastered how to use the chatbot for Messenger, then creating a chatbot for Google would be easy peasy for you as well. Easy peasy. That's why I prioritized messenger marketing or mastering the chatbot, because building a chatbot in Google My Business is very, very similar to building a chatbot on Google. So let me just give you a quick overview of the one that I have built here. Okay, I have built this. This would be available on my Google My Business. Yeah, sounds familiar. I mean, looks familiar, right? Does this ring a bell? The interface, you have a text, you have a quick reply, you have buttons, you have your carousels, you have yeah, basically the same thing. So actually this is ready. The feature is already there. We are just gonna finish a lot more things here. This is just a preview thing that you need to I want you to look forward into, because Google My Business is also a huge opportunity, because Google My Business has just started. This is basically on a very early stage. Google My Business is the way that messenger marketing was on the early stages, where it was 3 years ago, where you are not restricted with the 24-hour policy. You can basically send anytime, any promotional message on Google My Business. And plus, once you send a message on your subscriber, it will show up on their phone as a notification, as a push notification. That's really amazing. If you send a promotional
Wow.
message, it will be published as a push notification on your phone, on Android phone, on iPhone as well. So you can be assured that each message that you send to your subscriber, even if it is promotional, even if it's outside the 24-hour window, it will have a high open rate, because it is built in on the chat message, or the chat app is built in on every Android phone. For the iPhone, it is not built in, but if they install Google Maps or install any of the Google apps, it will be included as well if they install for iOS, for iPhone users. But for Android users, it will be a native app. So it will be published as a push notification. And yeah, so
And it has no restrictions, right?
no,
At this
no
moment.
restrictions. No restrictions as of the moment. Well, there is 30 days. You can send uh, any messages, any promotional message within the span of 30 days. Actually, that's still a huge leeway compared to Messenger, wherein you can only send within 24 hours. Very restrictive, right? So for Messenger, um, well, if you send a message, it will be published. I think there is also a push notification, but not as powerful as, or not as visible as the push notification that is triggered by Google.
But how do you get people to be a subscriber on Google?
Well, there are a lot of entry points, just like on Messenger. First is the did you notice on Google Maps, wherein you search for a certain establishment and then you are going to see the let me show you.
No,
This is
that's
the
interesting.
this is on its early stages. Let me go to google.com. Let's say I want to eat burgers near me. Okay, burgers near me. As you can see, these are the businesses that are registered in Google My Business. This
Mhm.
one. Okay. So if they use chatbot, or if they use Google Chatbot, it will appear there would appear a little chat here, chat with us, a little chat button here, a little chat button in here. So you can basically click the chat button, and then you can order. You can basically order your menu, or you can. It is very amazing for e-commerce store owners who are, example, who have their businesses listed in Google. You can actually have your subscriber chat on Google, and then they can buy directly from your e-commerce store, or they can reserve something, or they can, yeah, you can do most likely the example surveys, bookings, um, in, get their emails, get their phone numbers. You can basically do that inside here, because currently in order for you to get the subscriber data, or in order for you to send messages to people who have searched your business on Google, you need to have a landing page, right? You need to have a landing
Yeah.
page, and in that landing page, you need to have an opt-in wherein you will reward your subscriber. Hey, give your email to me and I will give you a free PDF. That's the standard way of doing things, right? That has been
Mhm.
what we have been doing for all these years. But Google Chat would change that, because with Google Chat, you can actually, once they click your chat window, even if you don't get their email, you can message them on their mobile phone within 30 days, anytime.
Ah,
Great, right?
That
That's a very exciting news. I mean, technol-
it's-
it is.
technology is
so
really changing.
how do you activate your Google GMB message?
Well, on Marketing Master IO, all the subscriber have to, all the businesses have to do is create an agent, go to agents, create an agent. After you create an agent, like this one, add the details here. After adding the details, you are going to attach your flow, create your flow, attach the flow, and after that, launch your agent. And then boom, that's it. After you launch your agent, um, it would be visible on search pages, on links. Yeah, that's a very exciting technology that I believe would be very helpful for businesses and agencies who want to help local businesses to become to become more effective on their marketing. So we are now not limited on just Messenger or inside the grasp of Zuckerberg. We can basically have another avenue to communicate with our customers using Google search. Yeah. So within a few days we'll be able to launch this. What we need to add now is on Messenger we have live chat, right? On Messenger we have live
Mhm.
chat. Yeah. We are going to add live chat also on Google so that you can chat with those people who message your page. So the first interaction would be with your bot, and then they can request an agent. If they click request an agent, you will be notified that there's a user that needs your attention, and then you can go to your mobile phone and then chat with them using your mobile phone. Yeah. So for this is uh, uh, advantageous for Android users because, well, Google owned Android, so it is native. You won't have to install any additional app. It will be native on your Android phone. But for iOS users, you would need to install Google Businesses app. All right.
Collins,
Yep.
why
Sure.
I don't? There are four of us here. Myself, Clarence, I live by faith, and John.
Sure.
Why not you activate for four of us to try beta testing?
Beta testing. You want to activate
Yeah.
this? Well, it will
For
be
Yes,
four
I
of
think
activated.
that's
us.
a
There are
great
four of us
idea.
only.
Well, it be activated within a few, maybe 2 weeks or yeah. But actually, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Beta test with 4 person anyway.
Yeah.
And then we will see you tomorrow anyway.
Give me your email addresses. I will send you the I will activate your access to this feature. I don't know. I currently don't know your just your no. Send me in private to for privacy
Ah,
purposes. Send to me in private. Chat to me in private your login email, your MMIO login email, so that you can try this out.
or what we can do, we send you a support ticket.
Great. That would be a better way. Actually, that's a better way. Support ticket and then ask for early access to the Google My Business so that you can play around with it. Maybe you
Okay,
can
give us a code.
maybe you can suggest more features, or you can see something that, hey, I think this it's better that if we add place it here instead of here, place it in there, or yeah, that would be very appreciated.
Can we use this code GMB beta?
Well, just create a support ticket. It's
So
still the same thing.
okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will be creating a support ticket to you requesting for GMB beta.
Yeah. You can do that. You can do that. Um,
So we can
GMB
try it
flow.
tomorrow, and then we come back to tell you what we face as beta testers anyway.
That would be highly appreciated. That would be pretty good.
And Colin, what I did when I first found out about excuse me, Google, MB, I searched local. I went local, LA, Los Angeles, because I live in the United States here, and I just searched. And then on your mobile device, I found the few that were the chat came up, because on mobile, that's when it really showed. So
correct.
I went into the chatbot, and so for me, just as a business strategy, this for everybody else as a business strategy. Once you find anybody that is running ads, if they're running ads, and they don't have a chat, but I mean, that they're spending money, so they're already spending money. So you can offer Google My Business chatbots and show them the value and the benefits of it. You're running ads, just click, message us, and then show them how we can build their email data. All the other benefits in there. That's really
going to be huge. That's going to be huge. It would help a lot, because even right now, go to your mobile phone, search for a business. It's very rare, extremely rare, to see a business that have a chat widget. Extremely rare.
I searched. It took me, and I literally searched. It took me an hour to find one. So
right.
Here's the thing: just like texting and all the other new trends that happen, if you're at the forefront of it and helping providing these services, it's good. So I'm glad that MMIO, we do have it. I'm grateful. Yes.
Of course, this is a very big opportunity for us to. There are a lot of businesses that are not using this, because this is basically new, very, very new. Here in the Philippines, I have searched for businesses that use this. Very rarely did I think I only saw one. And then what's ridiculous is they don't have a chatbot in there. Their automation did not even work. So for a business owner, I mean for us, if you are an agency, this is a very huge opportunity to reach out to your local businesses that, hey, this is what we can do for you. You can have a lot more engagement. Example, you can have, there are a lot of people who are searching for your business that are wasted, because they search for you in Google, and then that's it. They don't leave a message, or they don't leave anything. You won't be able to communicate with them again. So there are businesses that have maybe 1,000 searches per day. They get 1,000 searches per day. What if just 50% of those searches chats with the user? So it means that you would have 500 new subscriber every day. And for 1 month, how many subscribers would you have? That is free marketing. Actually, you won't have to spend an ad to send a message to them. All you have to do is send a message broadcast in Google, and that's free marketing. That's the value of that is pretty huge.
Colin, I get 18,000 to 21,000 views per month.
Views
That's
per
why I didn't know.
Google search?
Yeah, GMB. Via GMB, my Google performance is 21,000 searches per month.
Oh my God.
Towards me.
That's huge. Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's why I didn't know about this chatbot thing. That's why I want to test it out.
Well, give me maybe 2 days. I will give you access. Tomorrow, I will just prepare your access. And then after that, maybe the next day, if you go to your account, if you log in again, you would have the Google My Business icon. Create an agent, create a chatbot, attach chatbot to the agent. You have a test URLs. Click the test URL, and then go to your Android or mobile phone, iOS, and then test it out. And after that, after you have tested your agent, you are going to request verification. Once Google team has verified your agent, that the agent information you have provided are all correct, and then your agent is not bogus agent, it is not, you know, scamming people, then it will be approved. Once the agent is verified and it is safe to go to public, it does not contain any spam, it is not a scam, it is a verified legitimate tool that really helps businesses, then it will be launched like this one. It is launched. Once that is launched, it will be available in public, in Google searches, in so currently I have not listed, I haven't listed yet on Google search. What I have launched for now is Google Map, is website for MMIO. The searches is still ongoing. The Google search launch is still ongoing. But the other entry point, which is I don't have time to discuss right now what are the different entry points of Google. Maybe after lunch I can have another 3-day session all focused on Google My Business. Maybe that's a better way to have a better adaptation. You can adapt better to the feature. So yeah, I think uh that's enough time for our discussion. So it is already almost 1 a.m. here in the Philippines. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for attending. I hope you learned a lot on our session.
Oh yeah.
And tomorrow we are going to discuss more. And then I took note of the things that you have suggested, and we will discuss that. Hopefully, I'll be able to discuss everything that you want me to discuss tomorrow. And even if I did it, I'm not able to discuss those things. This will not be our last session. So yeah, good night, everyone. Good morning here in the Philippines, and I hope I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Okay, so bye bye.
Right. Thanks, Colin. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Bye.